CPI inflation, that is consumer price headline inflation, is projected at 5.4% for the current year, that is 23-24. So that is for the current year 23-24, we are projecting CPI inflation at 5.4%, with the fourth quarter, that is the current quarter, projection of 5%. Now, assuming a normal monsoon for the next year, CPI inflation for the next financial year 24-25 is projected at 4.5%. The CPI inflation target of 4% is yet to be reached. Monetary policy in the midst of these lingering uncertainties has to remain vigilant to ensure that we successfully navigate the last mile of disinflation.
Despite a 5.1% CPI for January, food inflation persists, propelled by steep increases in vegetable, pulse and spice price as highlighted by RBI Governor Shaktikant Das. Rural areas are particularly hard hit, experiencing higher inflation rates than urban areas, exacerbating concerns, especially in an election year. While cereal prices have seen a slight decrease, the volatility in vegetable, pulse and spice prices persists. This rural inflation trend dampens rural demand, impacting various industries and hindering job creation. To address pulse inflation, the government has taken measures such as supply management and the introduction of Bharat brands. Despite these efforts, food inflation remains stubbornly high, necessitating ongoing monitoring. The repercussions of these economic dynamics are significant, prompting call for increasing governmental intervention. High rural inflation not only affects consumer purchasing power but also has broader implications for economic stability and social welfare. In response, policymakers face pressure to implement effective strategies to mitigate the adverse effects of inflation on the populace, particularly in rural areas. While there have been some signs of moderation, the persistence of elevated food prices underscores the need for continued vigilance and proactive measures. As the country navigates through economic challenges, addressing inflationary pressures, particularly in essential commodities, remains a top priority for policymakers.